So, the question is, are you all excited? Yes, we need that energy. Okay, hanggang mamaya, let's keep that up. But the big question remains, will any of these aspiring queens be able to pull a back-to-back win for this year's Miss Grand International 2025 pageant? Yan ang tanong. So there's only one way to find out. So sit back, get your cameras ready, and be sure to keep tabs on your favorite bets. Okay, but by the way, for all of our media friends, thank you all so much for being here. We are all expecting you. So while you take your snaps, videos of your favorite candidates, make sure to use our hashtags MGIPH Presentation 2025 and MGIPH The Grand Reveal, MGIPH Puksaan Na. That's right, puksaan na talaga ng candidates ang meron for this afternoon. In the meantime, we'd like to acknowledge some of the people who made today's event possible. Our heartfelt gratitude goes to our friends from Okada, Manila who have graciously offered to host today's event. This afternoon, we're lucky to have with us Okada Manila's Vice President for Sales and Marketing, the very lovely and stylish Miss Shelo Ortega.
Good afternoon, everyone gathered here today. Our esteemed members of the press, lovers, and of course, our valued partner, ALB Productions, led by the ever-gracious Arnold Vega. For years, Arnold has not only been a client, but a true and cherished friend. And we are honored to share this moment with him. It is with great pleasure that I welcome the distinguished candidates of this year's Miss Grand International Philippines, each one vying for the coveted crown. The Miss Grand International Philippines organization stands as a proud platform where women, creativity, and purpose converge, uplifting national identities, and opening new horizons for women across the world. It transforms every stage into a space filled with inspiration, joy, and a profound impact through the transforming power of women. At Okada Manila, as a proud venue partner, we share the same vision to create a world-class environment for extraordinary events. We are committed to ensuring that every detail of our clients' events is executed flawlessly, providing a seamless and unforgettable experience. On behalf of Okada Manila, we hope you enjoy this spectacular show and the presentation of many beautiful candidates, all set against the magnificent backdrop of our golden ballroom. Magandang hapon at maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, ever beautiful Miss Shelo. Ayan, and at this point, I think we're ready to hear some words from, of course, the Queen Maker himself, the one and only Mr. Arnold Vega.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again to our dear friends from the pageant media, TV networks, and online news sites for your unwavering support. I would like to personally thank our friends from Okada Manila for partnering with us for the grand occasion, particularly Okada Manila's lovely and elegant Vice President for Sales and Marketing, Shelo Ortega. As you all know, Okada Manila has been our venue for some of the Miss World Philippines and ALB pageant circles prestigious events from years back. And it's a heartwarming to feel their unwavering support even up to now. I would also like to thank our sponsor for the day, one of our new brand partners, Manila, Philippines, one of the country's emerging skincare lines. Manila's brand vision for ultimate skincare is perfectly with Miss Grand Philippines philosophy for beauty, elegance, and wellness. When we hosted Miss Grand International, founder and president Nawat Insalagasville, during one of our recent press cons, admitted that it is possible for the Philippines to have a back-to-back win this year, only on the condition that we choose a worthy successor to our reigning Miss Grand International 2024 CJ Obiasa. And it clearly outlined what it was that it was looking for a winning queen. That's why we are optimistic that our current candidates live up all these expectations and more. We are also proud to announce that aside from the Miss Grand Philippines 2025 crown, we also have 3 other crowns at stake, namely Reina Hispano-Americana Filipinas 2025.
America.
The leading queen is with us, Ms. Tia Mate. Miss Grand International 2024 for CJ Obiasa.
Isay!
2025, Isabel Belisano. And we have a new one, which is the Miss Asia Pacific Philippines 2025. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of the first runner-up of Miss Grand Philippines 2024, Jay Apostol. I'm also proud to have acquired the franchise of the Miss Asia Pacific pageant, which is also one of the country's prestigious pageant with an equally esteemed legacy. Under our leadership, we hope to reaffirm our foothold within the global platform and hopefully wave our Filipino flag in the international stage once again. We recently made history with our very own CJ Obiasa, fulfilled her destiny and became our very first Filipina to win the Miss Grand International crown. We can only hope and pray that we continue our winning streak this year as we choose our worthy successors of CJ's crown and crown of Reina Hispano-Americana, and of course the face of beauty. Above and beyond the prestige and awards, I would like to emphasize that Miss Grand Philippines organization, as well as our other affiliate pageants under Miss World Philippines and ALP Pageant Circle, are all purposely driven in promoting Philippine tourism. It has always been our primary goal to create a global awareness for our country's beautiful scenic spots and tourist destinations, as well as to encourage tourists to experience firsthand our unique brand of Filipino hospitality, as well as our cultural and historic heritage. We can always claim that the beauty of our Filipina queen is closely aligned with our rich and colorful history as people, and it is our duty and responsibility to share our story to the whole world. With the emergence of the various social media platforms, we are now well equipped to attract tourists and foreign investors with the ultimate goal of making our country the tourist capital of Asia. As we present our final roster of candidates for 2025, I enjoin all of you to the part of our upcoming preliminary pageant, such as our swimsuit competition and charity gala, culminating their coronation night on August 12th at the SM Mall of Asia. Lastly, I would also like to extend my special thanks to our sponsor today, the Manila, Philippines, one of the country's emerging skincare brands, who will be our main presenter to our charity gala and coronation night. Let's get to know more about them as we watch this. Let's give a round of applause to Manila, Philippines. This one, I would like also to acknowledge the President of our Miss World Asia, Krishna Ramirez. Today, we are privileged to have with us none other than the founder and CEO of Manila, Philippines. Let's all welcome the lovely and stylish Miss Marites Novis.
Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. It's always nice to be home. On behalf of Manila, I want to thank the East Grand Philippines organization for allowing us to be part of this powerful celebration of Filipino strength and purpose. To the organizers and everyone behind the event, maraming salamat. We first launched Manila, City of Manila, and now it's here in Manila, Philippines. At Manila, we believe beauty is the right way, not a luxury. Every Filipino, whether it's on stage or working hard behind the scenes, deserves to be radiant, valued, and cared for. That's why we made a promise to be affordable luxury to every Filipino. Because true beauty isn't about status. It's about self-worth that no woman should ever have to and
The political beauty, ayaw ko sa water. Ayaw ko sa water.
to all
Ayaw tagalog sa water. Oh my God.
you are the expression of Venus spirit, strong, kind, and unbreakable. Thank you for reminding us that beauty are
Ayaw ko nga magkakaroon ng critical beauty. Di malaman kung sa pwesto.
mabuhay ang buhay ang bagong Philippines and the last of Manila. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Marino Philippines CEO, Mr. Les Novis, and of course, ALB for that wonderful speech earlier. And may your pageant victories continue to multiply and flourish. And again, I would just like to reiterate what Sir Arnold mentioned earlier about our additional crowds. Pinag-uusapan to on social media, and finally, it has been confirmed. Aside from our much coveted Miss Grand International Philippines 2025 crown, also at stake are these crowns: Reina Hispano-Americana Pilipinas 2025, Prince of Beauty Philippines 2025, and Miss Asia Pacific Philippines 2025. So, I believe everyone here is excited to see the candidates of Miss Grand Philippines again. Excited nga ba?
Yes!
Okay, so I don't want to keep you all waiting. Before we go ahead and see all the beautiful candidates of Miss Grand, we would like to call on once again, here on stage, is Mr. Arnold Magdafria, together with the recently crowned Miss Grand International 2024, Miss CJ Obiasa, so we could begin our official sachet ceremony. International Philippines 2025. To give you guys an idea, let's all watch this. How about that? As expected, all great things come in a grand package. And speaking of grand, I think it's about time we hear from the one and only Miss Grand International 2024, Miss Christine Juliana Piazza. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Magandang araw, Pilipinas. That video brings so much emotions. Well, it feels so special to be standing here right now. It brings so much memories. Not just as Miss Grand International 2024, but also I was once a candidate standing here also, just like the other candidates here. You know, full of nerves, hope, but also actually just bigger than myself. You know, I never knew that one dream can change my life, and now we are finally celebrating with us our first ever Miss Grand International crown for the Blue Philippines. And as we take this new chapter of Miss Grand Philippines 2025, I know we will be bringing new different flavor, new phenomenal set of Filipina queens. Tama po ba? Yes. I know we'll be having another representative who will take home the crown back home in the Philippines. And I will be with that queen, supporting her all the way as well. So I hope everyone who's here, you will continuously support not only Miss Grand Philippines, but also the Miss Grand International Organization's mission. I know the Queen will also not only wear the crown on her head, but also wear the crown with the utmost priority of wearing it with its interest and purpose of bringing the common good. And of course, bringing the 4Bs of Miss Grand International. Let us not forget beauty, body, brain, and business. And of course, let's add the other one. Sabi ni Papa naman, what would be another one now that we can add? Brilliance. We can also add behavior. I know Filipinas can truly shine on that stage. To all the candidates listening to me, best of luck to you girls. Shine the brightest and represent our country with your whole heart, with your genuine heart, purpose, pride, and your authenticity. You can do this. The whole Philippines is with you. Good luck to all the candidates, and thank you so much for being with us for the first big event of Miss Grand Philippines 2025. Thank you so much, our Miss Grand International 2024, Christine Juliana Piazza. Grabe namang insightful messages yun. I hope every candidate in the back was listening to that, because I guess that's really the reason that we've all missed why she won the very first Golden Crown for the Philippines. Okay, to not keep you waiting anymore, I believe everyone is excited because for the very first time, we'll get to see a closer look at our lovely candidates in their swimsuits.
Dali, ang galing ni JR dyan. Oo, malupit na naman yung JR. Diyan na yung mic. Opo, nakakarap ka mo yan.
Bakit yan ang koryo?